In cities and towns across the country, police departments have started to experiment with on-body cameras.
Body cameras are coming to the Brookings County Sheriff's Office.
The North Texas Police Department is adding body cameras.
37 new body cameras.
All of Snellville's officers are now wearing body cameras.
But none of those departments are anywhere close to the size of the LAPD. With plans to outfit 7,000 officers with body cameras by summer of 2016, Los Angeles is poised to be the largest city in the country using force-wide body cameras.
LA is sort of looked at as the leader of the big cities in what will be transformative for law enforcement.
Settlements will go down. The amount of litigation will go down.
Steve Soboroff is the president of the Los Angeles Police Commission and is a firm believer in the benefits of on-body cameras.
I'm very excited. I'm very pro-camera. But the devil's in the details. The policy has to be right.
And there are still a lot of details that need to be worked out. When are the cameras turned on and off? Who can see the video? When can they see the video? Do officers have to notify subjects they're being recorded?
The policy that we eventually approve may not make everybody happy. It may make everybody equally angry.
This public hearing is simply put a facade.
Tempers were certainly running high at a police commission meeting in Watts. Privacy and surveillance concerns were raised, and some residents were surprised to learn the cameras had already been given the green light.
I came here because I wanted to tell you all the terrible things that I think about these cameras and how I don't want them to happen. Seems to me it's a done deal.
It is. The cameras are definitely coming. Mayor Garcetti set aside the funds in his budget, and the LAPD has already selected a model manufactured by Taser, the Axon camera. Officers will typically wear the Axon in the center of their uniform. A large button activates the camera. At the end of every shift, the cameras will be placed into a docking station, and the footage is automatically uploaded to evidence.com, a cloud storage site also created by Taser. But what happens after that? Can an officer view the footage before writing a report? Can the public request access to that footage? How can they do that? Nobody knows. In nearby Hawthorne, California, Chief Robert Fager is in the process of developing a policy for his officers. As he explains, this is all uncharted territory.
Since this is new technology, right now organizations are trying to look for best practice standards. And to be quite honest with you, there is none, both national level and then even more importantly, state level.
In the absence of an official policy, some Hawthorne officers have been purchasing and using their own cameras.
We've had a variety of cameras floating around the department, many of them individually purchased by officers, or they requested the organization buy them the camera, and they did. I requested a certain type of camera that mounts on the side of my motorcycle helmet. It's not policy, I just wanted it because of the nature of the business I'm in. I like recording all my contacts.
For Lieutenant Ty Getz, body cameras offer a way to reduce complaints against officers and to quickly settle the complaints that do come in, without a lengthy investigation or a potential settlement.
I've reviewed lots of videotapes and audio tapes in my career. I'll tell you, 99.9999% of the time, exactly what that police officer says happened.
Tonight, a city on fire.
Of course, the recent public push for body cameras has come in the wake of incidents in which there's significant public doubt about an officer's version of events. In the wake of the grand jury verdict in Ferguson, Missouri, Michael Brown's family has advocated for funding body cameras on officers across the country. But even if Darren Wilson was wearing a body camera, would the public have seen that footage? The Muskogee, Oklahoma Police Department recently opted to release this body camera video of an officer-involved shooting to ease tensions in the community. But there wasn't an official rule or regulation compelling them to do so. A frequently cited study from Rialto, California found that in a year-long trial of on-body cameras, complaints against officers went down 88%. Uses of force went down almost 60%.
Anybody who you put in front of a camera modifies their behavior. And I think in a positive manner. When I wear it, I'm a human being like everybody else. I get upset, I get angry, I feel frustrated. But when I know I'm on camera, it modifies your behavior to a certain extent.
However, certain ingrained behaviors and beliefs may take more than a camera to solve.
I think we're using technology in order to solve a human problem, which is prejudice in policing, which equals racism in a lot of situations. So we're expecting the camera to solve things that should be done by police training.
Los Angeles civil rights attorney Connie Rice is in favor of the cameras, but also only sees them as a very small part of a larger solution.
The real issue, of course, is the relationship between the police and the public. So you want relationship-based policing that's positive, is really what you're after. You want trust. You want trust. You want the cops to trust the public, and you want the public to be able to trust the police.
Today, that trust seems to be in short supply.
I've been in law enforcement, and I'm going on 21 years now. In my career, I personally cannot think of a time it's been this bad.
20 years ago, law enforcement's credibility was such that an officer can go into court and testify, and that was taken verbatim. Unfortunately now, due to a variety of reasons, that doesn't have the same standard.
LAPD Chief Charlie Beck frequently refers to trust when describing the benefits of on-body cameras.
The primary reason for having the cameras is to improve public trust. It's not only a great tool for policing, but it's also a great tool for the public. So they have a ready ability to know that officers' actions are being recorded and that they can trust what the Los Angeles Police Department plans to do.
So for now, the LAPD just needs to announce a plan. It's clear that body cameras are going to be standard operating equipment for departments across the country. What's not as clear is, will there be standard operating procedure? I'm Conor Knighton for SoCal Connected.
The CHP is also working on a pilot program to equip their officers with body cameras. To learn more, go to socalconnected.org/bodycameras.